Hello, colleagues. Have you heard of quantum computers? Did you know that they can supposedly crack the passwords to your cryptocurrency wallets in seconds? And have you heard that the governments of the US and China already have them? I'm trying to figure out if any of this is true. I came across these claims in a podcast yesterday. Coincidentally, this happened just as I was getting familiar with the Node.js library. I thought to myself, how can I call myself a modern developer if I don't know how to work with this, especially since libraries like Web3.js, commonly referenced in cryptocurrency documentation, are based on Node.js. After tinkering with ChatGPT, I managed to write a script that can brute force seed phrases in search of real wallets. In simpler terms, if a seed phrase returns a result in the form of a balance on a crypto address, it means you have access to the wallet. I should emphasize that this is illegal, and ChatGPT subtly hinted at that, even though my queries were somewhat disguised. The hypothesis was that by randomly brute forcing phrases, I would eventually stumble upon an Ethereum wallet with funds. Today, it's estimated that there are 240 million registered addresses. Seed phrases consist of 12, 18, or 24 words. I assume most use 12 words, so in my script, I focused on randomly generating 12-word phrases. These words are selected from a specific list, called the BIP39 dictionary, which contains 2048 words. When I ran the script on 10,000 random seed phrase combinations, it completed in 1 minute. I could have let it continue running indefinitely, but that wasn't the goal. At this point, I had tested 10,000 addresses in 60 seconds, and theoretically, there are 120 million EVM addresses to which a seed phrase could be matched. Now, let's dig deeper. To brute force a specific wallet, we'd need to go through 2048 to the power of 12 combinations. That's 5 quadriwordecillion, 444 tridecillion, 517 duodecillion, and so on. Basically, a huge number. However, since we're trying to crack any random wallet rather than a specific one, the number is 120 million times smaller. Still enormous, but let's just say it's not a number you come across in everyday life. We could assume that some seed phrases might be checked multiple times, or words could repeat, but there's also the chance of pure luck. So, let's treat these as balancing factors in our hypothesis. To estimate how long it would take to brute force a seed phrase, divide the previously calculated number by 10,000, which gives the number of minutes my script would take to find a random phrase. That's still an enormous number, so let's convert it to years, 8 sextillion, 632 quintillion years. At this point, it's clear that running the script further is pointless, as the odds of hitting the jackpot in a lottery seem far more likely. Let's continue with our fascinating math journey. ChatGPT might have its flaws, but when I asked about quantum computers, I relied on its response. For example, in 2019, Google claimed that their quantum computer completed a task in 200 seconds, a task that would take the world's most powerful classical supercomputer around 10,000 years. The source cited is Google AI Quantum and collaborators. Quantum supremacy using a programmable superconducting processor. Nature, October 2019. So, by dividing 10,000 years by 200 seconds, we can roughly estimate how much more powerful quantum computers are compared to classical ones, 1,577,880,000 times more powerful. Impressive. It's unlikely that regular folks will get access to such computing power. But let's return to the question, can a government with a quantum computer crack the seed phrase of a wallet? Divide our 8 sextillion, 632 quintillion years by 1,577,880,000. This means that one quantum computer could brute force a 12-word seed phrase for a random address in about 5,470 billion years. Seems pretty safe, doesn't it? Let me know in the comments if this seems secure enough to you. I can only add that progress doesn't stand still, and the power of quantum computers in 2019 may no longer be accurate. But on the flip side, 24-word seed phrases balance out this development. So, you can rest easy, your money is safe. Well, at least until you sign a fraudulent smart contract or brag while drunk that you've memorized your seed phrase. As for me, I'll experiment with creating smart contracts. Be safe.